Good evening and welcome to the 2018 Buena Vista County Pork Producers Banquet. As many of you know, I'm Carly Ann Graw, the proud daughter of Shannon Graw Quayle and the late Gordon Graw. I'm also the proud granddaughter of Karen Graw and the late Arnold Graw. As your 2017 Buena Vista County Pork Queen, I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know Nora and her family throughout this past year, and I am forever grateful for all of the opportunities and memories that have been given to me by the Buena Vista County pork producers over the past 10 years.
Nora and I's year started off slow, getting to know one another and such. Last year before the banquet, Nora and I treated ourselves to a girls' day and really got to know one another. It was then that I really got to know how sweet she was and got really excited about this year. A few months after the banquet, my life endured lots of changes. In April, I was named the 2017-18 Northwest State Vice President of the Iowa FFA Association. Oh, and I graduated too. The day after graduation, I moved down to Ankeny, where I spent most of my summer when I wasn't traveling across the state, advocating for an industry we all love. Nora and I's first public outing, per se, was at Albert City's Summerfest, where we got to ride around in Trent Seaver's convertible, share a few laughs, and of course hand out pork burgers to the public on a lovely semi-rainy day. From there it was the 4th of July parade in Storm Lake, where we strutted our stuff re-walking the parade route before handing out pork burgers, and then there was another parade in Shaler where we got to hand out candy galore. From there it was the Tall Corn Days parade in Sioux Rapids, where I got to run solo and ride along with my little prince. Next up was none other than the wonderful Buena Vista County Fair, an emotional time to say the least. After showing since 4th grade, this would be my final drive around the BV show ring. I was honored to get to hand out trophies and ribbons alongside Nora to some of the greatest friends I have made through 4-H. Also, winning Reserve Grand Champion of the show was a rather big accomplishment. And between the show and helping the Elta FFA chapter paint faces during the free supper, I would say it was a successful fair. Next up was Thresherman's and the Great Iowa State Fair. While Nora took care of the work that needed to be done at Thresherman's, I carried out my duties as state vice president by spending 15 long, straight days on the fairgrounds, assisting FFA members and other fairgoers throughout my time there. My favorite part of it all, though, the Animal Learning Center, where I was given the opportunity to advocate for the pork industry and help deliver baby piglets in front of hundreds of consumers. State Fair came and went, and I started my journey at Des Moines Area Community College in Ankeny. It wasn't until October, Pork Month, that I began doing more in my role as Pork Queen, from having the opportunity to speak on the radio and getting to share my knowledge of the pork industry at the National FFA Convention, to doing a classroom visit with Nora and her parents at Newell Fonda in November. Some of the final things I did in my role as your 2017 Pork Queen included a few more radio interviews for the holidays and a photo shoot with Nora to commemorate our year together. I also had the opportunity to meet with Doug White and Matt McCarthy to discuss pork production more in depth in order to prepare myself for the State Pork Queen competition upon returning from my trip to South Africa in January. Once again, thank you so much, Doug and Matt, for all of your help. Upon my return from South Africa, Nora and I handed down our crowns to some pretty amazing gals. I have all the faith in the world that both Abby and Elsie will represent Buena Vista County and the pork producers extremely well, and I'm so excited to see where this year takes them. Also, getting to see how much Nora has changed throughout this year has been absolutely amazing. In my final act as your 2017 Buena Vista County Pork Queen, I participated at the State Pork Queen competition during Iowa Pork Congress and had an amazing time. While I may not have won, I am so thankful for the experience and received the biggest compliment from all 3 of the judges by being asked to run again. I was also the only person to run that was a paying member solely on their own, and by being separated from the industry for some time now and staying actively involved, the judges appreciated my dedication, and I am forever thankful to all of you, the Buena Vista County pork producers, for instilling in me my passion for pork through the Special Swine Program and all of your support over the years. To everyone who supported me throughout my endeavors this year, thank you. Thank you to Angelie and Alan Hinkledye for running the Pork Queen program, to Doug and Allison White and Matt McCarthy for all of your help and support, to all of our donors that make all of what the BV pork producers do possible, and of course, thank you to my family for all that you have done for me throughout this past year and my entire life. I'd also like to say thank you to Nora's parents, Kathy and Tim Peterson, and their family for all that they have done for me this year. From lining up cars to buying candy and getting us in the parade lineups. It truly wouldn't have been possible without you. I am forever thankful for all that you have done for me, and I'm so glad that I got the chance to get to know Nora and you all throughout this year.
Lastly, I would like to thank you all once again for this opportunity and for allowing me to follow my dreams this past year by serving in both roles as your queen and as the Northwest State Vice President. Many times throughout this year, I had various conflicts between both positions, including tonight. While I would love to be there with all of you, my services are needed at the 2018 Blue Jackets and Black Tie FFA Gala in Ankeny. But trust me when I say that I will be thinking of all of you and will be there in spirit. Thank you all, and I hope you enjoy your night. Bid high on my pie, and have a wonderful evening. God bless you all. Signing off for the very last time, your 2017 Buena Vista County Port Queen.